Okay, so question 1A says write down in figures the number 3,411,002. Okay, so that would be 3,411 in the thousands and 2. Write down in words the number 72,065. When you do these questions, it's easiest to say the number in your head before you write it down. So that's 72,065. Now, 1B. Use the following list of numbers. Write down 2 numbers that add up to 80. Now there's quite a lot of numbers here. You can tell automatically it's not going to be this number, 81, because that's exceeding 80 already. So start at the beginning, right, 17. What number would you add to 17 to make 80? It would have to end in a 3 so that it was a tens number. So it's not going to be that one. Could it be 53? If we add the 3 onto 17, we'd have 20. And then if we added the 50, we'd have 70. So it's not that combination. This one doesn't end in a 3. This one does. 3 added to the 17 would make 20. Add the 60 makes 80. So that's the pair of numbers that add up to 80. 17 and 63. If it hadn't been 17, we would just move our way along the list and try further combinations. The number that is the difference between 67 and 28. So one of these numbers is the answer to 67 subtract 28. So what we could do is actually 67 subtract 28 and then just check the answers in the list. So 67 subtract the 20 would be 47. And then 47 subtract another 8 would be 39. And 39 is in the list, so we know we're correct. A multiple of 7, okay, a multiple of 7 is a number that's in the 7 times table. So think about your 7 times table. We've got 7. 2 7s are 14, that's not in the list. 3 7s are 21, that's not in the list. 4 7s are 28, not in the list. 5 7s are 35. 6 7s are 42. 7 7s are 49. None of these numbers are in the list. 8 7s are 56. That's not in the list. 9 7s are 63. That is in the list, so the number is 63. The answer when 48 is divided by 8, that answer is 6. That's in the list. The square of 9, that means 9 squared, which is the same as 9 multiplied by 9, which is 81. Okay, that's in the list. Part C says write down a factor of 96 which is between 10 and 20. So it might be helpful to think about the numbers between 10 and 20 and consider whether or not they will go exactly into 96. So if we start with the number 10, 10 does not divide exactly into 96. 11 also doesn't go into 96. 12 is a possibility. 12, if we think about it, have a little think about your 12 times table. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, add 12 is 84, add 12 is 96. So 12 is a factor of 96, so we found one. Part D, write 6,571 to the nearest 10. So if we think about 6,571, 7 is the tens column. So we've got to think, is 71 closer to 70 or 80? It's closer to 70. So to the nearest 10, it would be 6,570. The same number correct to the nearest 100. There's the hundreds column. We know this number is between 6,500 and 6,600. It's closer to 6,600. So that's it rounded to the nearest 100. Now that you've seen how to answer these questions, try these. Pause the video while you try them, and then when you press play again, you'll be able to see the answers. Right, 1A. A car manufacturer sells 6,583 cars. Write this number in figures. 6,583. The weekly sales for a local newspaper is 13,406. That's the number written in words. Part B, add together 85 and 97. You could set this out in this manner. Add together your units first. 5 add 7 makes 12. And then add together your tens. 8, 9 and 1 is 18. So the answer is 182. Part C, find 428, subtract 119. Okay, you could set this out as a formal subtraction, like this. Okay, so think about it, start with your units. 8 subtract 9. If you have 8, you cannot subtract 9. So I'm going to take 10 from there and pop it there. 18 subtract 9 is 9. 110 subtract 110 is no 10. And 4 hundreds subtract 100 is 3 hundreds, 309. Write down a multiple of 8 that is between 70 and 79. So you need to consider your 8 times table. 8, 16, 24, 36, 32, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. 72 is between 70 and 79, so that's our answer. Write 8,736 correct to the nearest 10. 8,736, your tens are there. You've got 3 tens, so you know it's going to be between 8,730 or 8,740. It's closer to 8,740. Correct to the nearest 100. We've got 8,736. Your hundreds, you've got 700s. So you know it's between 8,700 and 8,800. It's closer. 36 is closer to 8,700. All of the factors of 16. So think about which numbers multiply to give 16. Start with 1. 1 times 16. 2 is next. 2 multiplied by 8 gives us 16. Then think about 3. Does 3 go into 16? No, it doesn't, so we can't include that one. Next number is 4. 4 multiplied by 4 gives us 16. Now, because we've reached the same number coming down as going up, we've got all of the factors. So the factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16.